We got another announcement here today. The biggest super fight in grappling history. We signed it actually. I signed this maybe an hour and a half ago. So I got the contract here to prove.
Yeah, but bust it out. Uh-oh. The biggest super fight in grappling history? Really?
I mean, yeah, it might be one of the biggest events in
What is the biggest
history.
so far? It's probably Gordon and Galvao. In terms of
Hodge Bushesha.
Yeah.
But now we're talking the most decorated female athlete of all time, Gabby Garcia, has put pen to paper to face me on my own event. So we're talking 10, 11-time world champion, 4-time ADCC champion.
You have been joking around about this forever. This is actually going to happen?
100% going to happen. We booked it. We signed this contract earlier. So, I had to do a lot of things to get it done, you know?
What'd you have to do?
I had to talk to Gabby a lot. I had to go over there, give her a back rub.
Did you have to dance with her?
Getting this done, she's like a Harvey Weinstein producer, you know? But I'll do it for the fans. But we got that booked. So
that's really going to happen?
Yeah, she's 6'4", 250 pounds. I don't know what she weighs, yeah. So I'll take her on.
Wow.
I feel good. I probably won't train for her. I'll be planning this damn event, eh?
You won't train?
I won't train that hard. Nah. I'm happy she's doing it though. It took a long time. We've been talking about this for 2.5 years. Feels like an arranged marriage or something.
I know. I was always thinking that it was just a joke.
I know we got to get rid of the sexual tension somehow, you know. So we're gonna throw
There's
down
one way. Yeah.
That's true. That's in the contract. If I lose, I have to do some things.
Oh no.
Maybe we'll sell that on our OnlyFans, but
good luck. Good luck. So when this all goes down, are you going to stream it live, and how are you going to do that?
Free on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, we want to put it free on YouTube because everything I want to do about this event is to grow the sport. So jiu-jitsu scoring is confusing. It's hard to keep up.
Yeah.
Some events don't even know their own scoring. And to be honest, I compete in events where I don't even know the rules. You know, I'm just hoping for the best. But this one we're going to do for the lead-up matches, the non-finals, qualifying matches, 3 by 5 minute rounds. And we're going to have the judges score according to your traditional jiu-jitsu. You know, if you get a good position, it might be if there's a 4-point discrepancy, something like that.
Are you using a specific rule set, or are you guys making your own?
Making our own one. We want to make it our own completely. So we want to take what jiu-jitsu guys already know. So we'll have 3 judges use some sort of pre-existing point system they understand, but we'll have the judges translate into a 10-point must system so that MMA fans will understand. So say if there's after round 1, the guy finishes on the other guy's back. The ref stops it. We get up. We have a minute break. That's a strong position. We'll score that at 10-8. And we'll do open scoring. So jiu-jitsu guys are used to knowing the score as the match progresses. They don't like the surprises. Like MMA, it's a surprise at the end. Jiu-jitsu guys, they don't want things to be too different. So we're basically keeping it very similar to what they already understand while trying to introduce it in a way that's friendly to fans that tune in. Because fans will tune in and be like, what the fuck's happening? And they're like, oh, he won the round, 10-8.
I wish that MMA had open scoring because it would expose a lot of really bad scoring.
Yeah, you know where you're at.
Yeah, because there's so many times where it's just not. And the argument against it, I think, is silly because the argument against it is that the person would coast if they were ahead. But my feeling is that would make the person who's behind really get after it because they know they're behind. You know, and then in fights where you know a guy's ahead and the guy's getting tooled up, that's already the case. There's no, if Adesanya is fighting somebody and he's just dominating the fight, we all know that. We all know that. And the only thing that could fuck him is a bad judge.
Some crazy judge.
Yeah. And we've seen that. We've seen 2 scores that are that's right. And then 1 score, 1 judge is like, what the fuck was that guy watching?
That's the guy we're going to hire for our event. That guy's going to be cheap.
Why? That guy's going to be dangerous. Why 10-8? I don't even like 10-8 for MMA. I think it sucks.
Just for a way that we can grow. We can have an easy to digest. I guess MMA is still pretty confusing, but we want MMA fans. We want to steal MMA fans. That's been my whole strategy. Is I'll take on guys in the UFC because I know they're drug tested and I'm not, and I'll be and they're famous. It's like a perfect matchup. But we want to do that because we want to steal their fans, and we're also changing. And it's very fucking expensive, actually. Every jiu-jitsu event's basically on an elevated stage or just on mats. And we have this problem where there's all these weird resets, like guys might fall off the stage.
Yeah.
They crash into the table.
That's crazy.
So inspired by karate combat, we're going to do a rectangular mat space with an angled wall. Because there's nowhere to run. And we're going to call this rectangular mat space the alley. You basically only head to the back alley to fight or fuck. Sometimes.
But isn't the angled wall a bit of a problem? Like I saw your match with Philip Rowe.
Yeah.
And the angled wall, like all of a sudden he's fucked because you're just going to go down. Like it's not like a wall. Like a wall. I don't like the cage in MMA. I've said multiple times, I really think they should be fighting in a basketball court. Just make it all matted up, have a long red line where you have to bring it back.
30 by 40. It's going to be massive.
Well, that is big, yeah.
So we heard the basketball court, but we threw some angles on the end.
Well,
but it punishes them. We want to punish guys for backing up.
Okay.
So like, again, like you said with the cage, they back up, but they remain vertical. And guys are so, like, you can use that angle to not get taken down. But if you back up, if you're running away, we want it to be detrimental to you while not having any referee interruption. So if I'm like you said, I won the first round 10-8, I'm coasting, I'm backing up. That guy can chase me and there's nowhere I can go. And if I back up, it's detrimental to me.
I want to ask you a specific question about the Philip Rowe fight because he posted his arm down to like against the angle. And I was like, well, you're kind of fucked if you're doing that. And then you threw up the triangle and you trapped him.
Yep,
but like, did you train for that? Like, so this is the setup, and this is in Karate Combat, which is, by the way, in Austin this Thursday. I'm gonna go down and check that out.
Oh man, it's a
so
good
like
show.
this, like when he posted his arm down, I'm like, oh no, that's.
Honestly, here's the funny thing about it is, Asim, the promoter, said to me, he goes, bro, we've got to sell the angled wall for grappling. He's like, can you try to submit him off the wall? And I was like, fuck yeah, I'll do that. But I was like, I got no plans of that.
They asked you to do it? Oh,
yeah, they said that'd be cool if you could do it. And then afterwards, he's like, did you plan that? I was like, yeah, sure. But I mean, anytime someone posts a hand on the ground when we have an overhook and we can put weight on that hand, they can't lift it off the ground, so we can shoot a triangle pretty easy.
Yeah.
So as soon as I saw him, I've got an overhook here. We've got the Russian tie. As soon as I see him put that right hand on the floor, I was like, we can do something flying. And I saw, because of the angle, you can be a bit more brave. You know, like it's not as sharp a fall.
Right.
Like I'm 32. I probably shouldn't be doing flying shit, but you throw an angle in there, I'll give it a crack.
Well, especially with everything padded up like that on the walls.
Yeah. But man, me and Phil were laughing before this match. Like I had a couple beers before this. I thought we were just going to have a good time.
You had a couple beers before the match?
Yeah, Phil said he was going to drink a tequila shot to start the match, but then I saw him put water in his cup. I was like, I've been misled here. And then we went out there and I didn't even know the time of the match. I thought it was 8 minutes. Then the guy's like, 12-minute match. I'm like, oh, fuck. And then his coach started cornering him serious. I was like, what have I got myself into, eh? So I was like, better give it a crack. I thought we were going to have fun, play around a bit, but he was ready to go.
You really had a couple of beers?
Yeah, I do sometimes, you know.
Do you really?
Take the edge off, yeah.